Jimmy here from Drake Queen Gaming, and some of you on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you with another Let's Play episode of Remember the Flowers. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm Shandy, we're up, and let's go! Fuck you, Artemis. Alright. I'm used to going up from here, but the elevator's going down this time. I've never been past Vivian's floor. You seem to be enjoying your time with her. I look over at Artemis. And? What's it to you? Just making an observation. Tell me what you want already. Of course. I've been given permission to take you on a tour of some of our labs. Now doesn't that sound fun? I rub the raised flesh on my forehead with a groan. Do I have to? I've been running around all day. I'm exhausted. I'm sorry you have it so hard, Mr. Krager. But yes, you do. Your mission, once it truly begins, will be one fraught with many dangers and perils. The Resistance won't be so easily bagged and tagged, you see. My target is Cyrus, not... Artemis waves a paw at me. But luckily for you, Resoom has at its disposal a very powerful means of assistance. It's important that you know the tools on this proverbial tool belt we're providing, and to that end, it's important that you know what we do down here. I think I already have a pretty good idea. That's adorable, but I am confident that you don't. I roll my eyes, and Artemis chuckles to himself. After we exit the elevator, Artemis saunters forward through the cramped hall. I have to press against the wall to make room for scientists passing by. All top-secret research is conducted at this level and below. It goes without saying that anything you witness today is strictly confidential. Let me guess. Cannibalism? Torture? Funny. Tell me, Lance, have you ever felt inadequate? Oh, who am I kidding? Of course you have. I just let him talk. He's impossible when he gets like this. You see, one of our main goals here at Resoom is providing the best care for the best candidates. This includes helping people like you. He turns to me. Darius believes we can overcome our physical limitations, you see. And as the oldest living man on our planet, who are we to doubt him? If being a living corpse means beating physical limitations, then I guess he isn't wrong. Artemis leads me through a door into one of the research rooms. There's a bunch of scientists standing around a glass wall whispering to each other. These fine folk are the real backbone of Resoom. With their minds put together, they've managed to engineer countless breakthroughs. One of the scientists turns around at that. He looks me up and down, still writing on his clipboard. I growl reflexively, and Artemis waves his wrist at him. Sorry, my good man, this one isn't for your lot. The freak doesn't say a word before swiveling back to the glass. It's blurry from this distance, but from what I can see, they're looking into a plain white room. What are they doing? Poking a guinea pig is my guess. Experimental biology! Has a nice ring to it, don't you think? I step closer. Oh boy. There's people inside the room. I count 3. 2 stand in white puffy suits, while a third lies prone on a metal table, wearing nothing but a red diamond-shaped apron across their stomach. I squint at the nearly nude figure. It's a male panther. His eyes are open, and all 4 of his limbs are buckled down by dozens of straps. He looks tired. One of the puffy-suited figures turns with a syringe held in one hand and hovers it over the panther's apron. It's not an apron, I think belatedly, as the hand moves into the man's stomach. I take a firm step back. You know, the whole cannibal torturer thing, I didn't actually think... Artemis sucks through his teeth. Now, don't be close-minded. Torture requires pain, and I can assure you that the subject in question feels nothing. Artemis licks his lips, which almost gets me to punch them right off his smug face. If you brought me all the way down here to just strap me to a table and pull my insides out, then get on with it already. Stop wasting my time. Artemis jabs me once on the hip bone. No, you fool. I'm showing you how we make the tool for your fucking tool belt. He points at the scientists, the glass wall, and the grisly scene beyond it. This is what Resoom offers. The culmination of countless trials and sacrifices. It's like you're still culminating to me. No. Iteration is the name of the game now. Refinements of a product already made, already culminated. Sharpening the tool, if you will. And is that what they're used for? The carriers? Artemis clicks his tongue and waves his finger at me disapprovingly. Now that would be foolish. Honestly, do you ever think before you speak? Carriers are expensive, valuable, precious. Meanwhile, iterative experiments have little requirements for subjects themselves. Artemis bumps his shoulder into mine and drops his voice to a whisper. Which, speaking of, you wouldn't happen to know anyone with a profile suitable for iterating upon, would you? The hell kind of profile makes anyone suitable for that? Oh, you know the type. No family, no friends, no conscience. Sound familiar? I grunt and his smile brightens. Tests that don't require willing participants instead require greater precautionary measures, you see. Because Resoom has appearances to maintain, and ethical codes to uphold, of course. That one in there, well, I personally vetted the man's criminal record myself, and dare I say, things he's done make someone like you look like a saint. The world won't miss him, believe me. As shitty as it sounds, I get it. If I disappeared, the world wouldn't be crying over me either. This is just... I don't even know. Sure, but I kinda already got a job I'm supposed to be doing. All I'm asking from you is that the next time you're out doing your job, whether that be in a mall with a friend or in a bedroom indulging the fantasies of one of our subjects... You keep an eye out for any candidates showing potential. Someone who'd be better off as an aid to scientific progress. They'll provide me with a trusted source to put down an inquiry form, and I can take the case from there. I grimace and stare back at the glass. What I feel in my stomach now, watching as a second syringe dives into the man's open torso, is different when I felt outside the elevator. If that was an inward kind of pain, I guess this isn't. Mr. Krieger, look at me and tell me I'm wrong about you. You are a practical, pragmatic, no-nonsense man who knows what he wants and cuts through all the crap to get it. Yes? You're a man of action. Not like these men here. He waves at the huddled whitecoats. Not a man of science, bound by rules and rigor and methods, of whos and whys. Because to you, it doesn't matter why a thing works, just that it does. You don't need to know who's on that table, so long as you're not. No. For men like you, all you need is a where and a when. All that matters, and your track record will agree, is that you get what you want. I cinch my brow. I don't know what the hell he's talking about, but it's pissing me off. I could easily be a scientist. You're missing my damn point. On purpose. You're doing it on purpose. The weasel smooths his coat out and resets himself. My point is this. We have what you want, and I'm offering you a way to get it. And what I want is... money, of course. Money. Oh, we have plenty of documentation on Mr. Krieger's driving motivations within our system, believe you me. Think of it like a side hustle, more mercenary work just like before, except with much better payouts. Make some use of those talents of yours, and you could walk out of Resoom as one of the richest men in the country. Hell, we might even put you on the company insurance plan. Ooh, goodness, y'all. Ooh. Nah. Artemis pauses for breath and sighs. There really is no helping some people. You're an annoying bastard. Has anyone ever told you that? All the time. Why do you ask? Just needed to make sure I wasn't going crazy. You won't survive here long if you're not a little crazy. His smile flattens and he makes his way towards a door opposite the one we came through. Come, Resoom has much more than money to offer you. We have dirty whores. No. I follow Artemis into a new room mirroring the one we just left, only without the whispering scientists or the sacrifice. The cell for this one is also furnished. I move closer to get a better look through the treated glass. Instead of metal tables, there's a proper bed, a couch, half a kitchenette, and even a toilet. On the bed, in what looks like a sleeping position, the lump of a person is just visible underneath the sheets. Second, y'all. Coffee time. Alright, guys and gals, and we are back. Let's go ahead and jump back in, shall we? Okay. As I was saying... He snaps his fingers. How do you feel about biological augmentation? What? Biological augmentation. I don't... The tool belt, Mr. Krieger. Is that guy in there dead? No. This is a willing soldier who's in the process of biological augmentation. Though the accommodations for patients undergoing this treatment may seem modest, they are just as comfortable, if not more so, than what you currently have. Your own room, fancy that. No more plucky bunk buddies over your head, just you and yourself, all alone. Wouldn't that be grand? Take a step back. Artemis is trying for as genuine a smile as I think the man can possibly muster. It's the kind you'd see behind sketchy stalls in a black market, right before you're sold a knockoff Axiom that moonlights as a lithium explosive. I like my plucky roommate. Nonsense. What you like, Lance, what every man likes, Artemis swings his arm around my shoulder, is power. That's what biological augmentation has to offer. Power without limitation. I get the feeling he's practiced this in front of a mirror more than once. And the best part? No invasive surgical procedures required. No fasting or contrast dyes. No need for anesthesia. Just one simple shot. He jabs a pointy finger into my bicep. Followed by an inconsequential 2 to 3 week incubation period. And should the serum take, all the latent power nature holds captive over us will spool out. And you will become so much more than you are now. That's a pretty useful tool you're being offered, if I do say so myself. Artemis is so close now that his face nearly bumps into mine. He waits eagerly for my reply, and I keep him waiting. Finally, after a long and uncomfortable silence, his arm falls off my shoulder and he steps back. I can hear it when you grind your teeth, you know. It's disgusting. Whatever. If this shot's so damn fantastic, why haven't you taken it yet? Why isn't everyone here hopped up on limitless power? Well, as it stands, most soldiers are too afraid to try the serum in its current form. Sounds like it's shit then. Artemis scowls. The serum works. The power is there. I've seen it. It just needs more time to be perfected. But finding willing test subjects, which unfortunately this procedure does require, has been difficult. We're lacking bodies in all departments, I'm afraid. He looks through the window at the sleeping patient. Progress falls behind when we have no people willing to make sacrifices. It'd be a shame if you turned this opportunity down so quickly. Consider it a shame, then. Like hell I'd ever become one of Resoom's experiments. Artemis shrugs. No harm done in asking, right? Nearly all of our supply for iteration comes from death row inmates, and the dissident scraps the fraction bring back alive. But by that point, they're usually too weak or far from willing. As for augmentation, you're looking at our only test subject in weeks. Better than nothing, I suppose. Just barely. Artemis suddenly starts walking around me, looking me up and down. But you, on the other hand, are quite the specimen. I'm certain a body like yours could take a vigorous beating, what with all this rugged muscle mass you've built up. Artemis chuckles to himself and my eye twitches. What happens when the serum doesn't take? Alright, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon or YouTube memberships if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!